So let's head out to the garden. It is very hot. It's over 20 degrees. It's 9 o'clock at night or later. And it's wet and hot and humid and just a bit weird really. Especially in contrast to last month, which was so dry and so hot. This month has just been so wet and so hot, and you can see the colour of the grass and the height of the grass in places. It's just, the growth has gone mental, even just over the last few days. It's unbelievable. So we'll have a look around. This is the leek bed that, if you saw my last video, you'll know a big hole was dug in the middle by the horses. Hello. I can't play, I'm making a video. So, okay, so the leeks that were already in there are doing quite well. And then where the horses dug the hole, I threw in a few more leek seeds in the hopes that they might come up, and it looks like some of them have, which is great. And then the pumpkins have gone a bit mad in the last few days, which is brilliant. Look at that big long tendril, and it's growing the direction I wanted it to, which is great. The beans that I wasn't sure were going to survive the trampling have come up, so we'll get some beans, which is good too. That side's even better. And then this is that delicata squash. I mean, it really is all in the name. It's a bit crap. I think it might have gotten a bit of a bash from a hoof, maybe, which is why it's not doing great. But I don't know if I'd grow them again. That's like the third time is a failure, so maybe it's time to pick up something new. These are the turnips that I just shoved back in that I didn't think were going to retake, but they're doing really well. And then you might remember I had a crown prince squash there, and it was really floppy and I didn't know what was wrong with it. And it turns out that it was broken right the way down at the base of the stem, so it had obviously gotten a kick or trampled on, and yeah, there was no saving that. So, which is an awful pity, because that is the sibling and it looks great. I'd say we're going to get some savage ones off that. Yeah, for anybody who's not Irish, savage means good. And then the beetroot as well, just everything, all those leafy ones have just put on massive growth in the last few days. It really is. We went to see Colin's parents for a couple of days, and when we came back, oh my god, just everything's gone mad. But sure, that's great, that's what you want. Beetroot's doing really well. Looks about ready for picking, maybe a little while longer. Get a little bit bigger. There's another one there. There's that Chioggia one that when you cut it in half looks like a bullseye. So that should be fun. And then we've got some more beans there. I have two types of runner beans. What did I buy? I bought, those ones are purple teepee, and the ones over there are the lingua, or no, they're not. They're the Berlotti ones anyway. They're supposed to be lingua de fuoco, or however you pronounce it. Those ones over there. But they sent me the wrong ones. They sent me a bush variety. So, oh well, what can you do? I replanted the peas. They're looking well. You can see the little baby ones popping back out, which is good. And then you can see how amazing they would be by now, were they not all eaten. And look at the flowers, they're just so pretty. They really are gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous flowers, I had thought I had planted runner beans here. And I was looking at the last video and I was like, they're not runner beans, they're broad beans. And sure enough, they are broad beans. So I went back and looked through to see what it was that I'd bought, and I have actually bought crimson flowered runner beans, which is a heritage variety apparently, and they are just so pretty. Like, they would not look out of place in an ornamental garden with lupins. They're just so pretty, and the amount of flowers on them, hopefully we're going to get loads of beans. And then these guys, I love these, they're so cool. They're the Jerusalem artichokes, and they just, every time you look at them, they seem to have grown another few centimetres. They're deadly. So good, like. Oh, excited for them. Can't wait. Apparently they have huge big flowers on the top of them, like sunflowers when they flower, so can't wait. And then there is the carrot and parsnip bed, which I actually just decided to cut my losses and start again. So I ordered some new seed, got the compost in on top of it, which I'm happy about because it was very dry without the compost on top. So yeah, started from scratch. Parsnips, a bit late for parsnips to be only sowing them now, but sure, we'll hope for the best. They're popping up anyway, which is good. They germinated a lot quicker than they did the last time, which is great. So I've just noticed there's some carrots growing through there as well. They're obviously from the last batch, so I'd say we're still going to get some twisted misters coming out of this, but yeah, no, it's looking good. And the amount of germination that happened so quickly, because I only put these in like last week or something, they're doing well. And then again, some more of them turnips that were destroyed, and I just pop them back in and hope for the best. Bit of wet weather, bit of warmth, happy days. They're looking really well. What's not looking so well are my onions, which I had kind of thought were going to be the only thing that was going to do well the way it should, but I think the hot weather, the dry, and then the wet, and then the hot, and then the cold, because it was cold at the start of the month. It's hot now, but the beginning of June was unseasonably cold, after March being unseasonably hot. So not March, May. Some of them are doing well. Those pinky ones down the bottom there, they're doing well, but these they're red, I believe. Some of them are doing okay. The white ones, meh. Some of them are alright, some of them are not doing great, but sure, oh well. The garlic, I had been leaving in the hopes that it'll get bigger and bigger, but it only went out in February, and we had a mild spring, and then we had cold, like proper cold. So I had hoped it would be enough to kind of get them going, but I don't know. We'll get something out of them anyway. We'll see, pull one up and see what happens. Let me see. I'll give it a feel around first, because if they're very crap, very tiny, I won't bother. This little tiddler. They say when the first two leaves turn, they're ready for picking. They're not going to get any bigger. They look pretty turned to me, so they probably won't get any bigger, but I mean, they'll still be good for cooking. I probably wouldn't keep any cloves from them for next year, but yeah, I'd say a few of them won't have even split. That one looks alright. I'll give that one a go, see what happens there. Oh, 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 that's not bad. Oh, it's a lovely colour too. Yeah, that's not so bad. I'll put them in the greenhouse to dry. The rest of them I'm not too hopeful, but sure. I have to stop saying butcher. Apparently I say that a lot. Look at the colour of the grass. Oh my god. It's like unbelievable. Yeah, so my cabbage bed has as well just taken off. Oh my god. They were little tiddlers the last time. We really need to get that net on, because they'll be riddled with butterflies otherwise. Spuds loving the damp wet weather, just hoping they don't get blight, but there hasn't been any potatoes here in a long time, so I'm quite hopeful. They literally just popped up overnight as well. I was a bit worried about them, that I wasn't going to get anything from them, but they're looking really well. Especially these white ones there, I say they must be near and ready. I have the grass clippings on them, which I've never done before, but sure, we'll see. Butcher. Oh my god, stop saying butcher. Sounds like it's saying butcher. The Oca are doing really well. Bit of cooler weather, and then the influx of rain has really done them well. I mean, they're even coming back now, which I thought they were well dead. But like those, they're doing great. I like them. Well, I don't know if I like Oca because I've never eaten it before, but I like the plants. They're nice looking. They kind of look like they're going all floppy now because it's getting dark, but they look like shamrocks. They're cute. The kale is doing great. Be having kale for dinner for every day now for the next God knows how long. Brussels sprouts coming on. We'll have some for Christmas. And then this bit. That's the bit that had a bit of a trampoline as well. And I kind of just shoved the stuff back in and hoped for the best. And some of it's doing great. Some of that beetroot's looking well. The red one is bull's blood beetroot, and the leaves are meant to be really nice in salads, so might even take a few of them for salads. They're supposed to be kind of salty. Let's see. They're nice. Yeah, put some of them in some salads. And then, I think that's a cabbage. It could be broccoli, maybe cauliflower. Who knows? This bed's going to be a bit of a surprise. I had an idea of what was what, but Janie Macara, you're trying to kill me. At least you didn't go in the bed. And then this bed with the turnips in it is doing really well as well. I was a bit worried with all that wet weather about slugs, but let's see. We haven't had too much damage from slugs at all, which is great. There are the turnips, they're doing really well. And then there's halfway down in the middle there, that thing, where is it? That thing there is purple sprouting broccoli, and behind that is something, not sure what. And then behind that is the kohlrabi, so they're all doing great. Well protected in there. I didn't bother to sew up the little holes that comes in that netting. Some people sew it up, but I didn't bother because it's kind of along the seam anyway, along here. Apparently butterflies can get through it, but I don't know, there's so much for the butterflies to eat that, you know, why would they bother going to that effort? So yeah, it's looking well. I mean, it's only a couple of weeks, well, 3 weeks since the last one, and they're flying along. A bit worried about the onions, but be grand. How you ponies? How you doing? The flies annoying you. Yeah, they're annoying me too. Look at that. Thanks for watching. I know I was finished, but I just had to show you this. How pretty is that? And it's raining. Like, proper raining. Weird.